Hello, my name is Jim Ford, and I will be your professor for Philosophy of Law at Rogers State University. As hopefully all of you know by now, Philosophy of Law will be a blended course this semester. We meet every Tuesday at 12:30, and in between Tuesdays we conduct our work online. As you explore the WebCT site for this course, you'll find a number of important resources, key documents, activities for you to complete, links to other websites, and in particular links to these YouTube mini lectures. Congratulations, you've done the first mini lecture. I prepared a different one for each week. Here I will review key concepts and main issues in the week's readings, and I will also talk about a significant case that hopefully illuminates those issues and concepts. One of the most enjoyable aspects of jurisprudence, or the philosophy of law, is reflecting on these interesting cases. Sometimes it will be a case that you've read about, other times it will be one that I'll introduce to you in the lecture. In some ways, we'll be testing the old adage that hard cases make bad law. This week I want to jump straight to the case. It comes from the Court of Appeals of New York. It's an 1889 decision, Riggs versus Palmer. A man had a legally proper will in which his estate was divided between three people, his two daughters and his grandson, Elmer Palmer. When Elmer was 16, he murdered his grandfather, who had been talking about possibly changing his will to cut Elmer out and leave him nothing. Elmer was convicted of murder, but afterwards he still claimed his inheritance. The question before the court was whether to override the legally binding will. Now, the statutes themselves were clear. Nothing in the will specified that Elmer would lose his inheritance if he murdered his grandfather. Apparently, it was a possibility his grandfather hadn't considered. But the court ruled that, despite the fact that no existing statute addressed this situation, Elmer Palmer should not benefit from his crime, and so he got nothing. One dissenting judge complained, though, that the court is, quote, bound by the rigid rules of law, unquote, and had no grounds for invalidating the will. My question to you is this: would either of the two theoretical positions we studied this week, natural law or positivism, help us to decide this case? To put it another way, how would you view this case from each of these two positions? Write out a short answer for both positions, natural law and positivism, and bring that to class Tuesday, August 25th, and be ready to discuss your answer. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the course.